The Watch of Boon Island by Celia Thaxter. We crossed the lonely and lamenting sea, its moaning seemed but singing. Wilt thou dare? I asked her, brave the loneliness with me? What loneliness, she said, avowed there. Afar and cold on the horizon's rim loomed the tall lighthouse like a ghostly sign. The sight not as the shore behind grew dim, a rose of joy they bore across the brin. They gained the barren rock and made their home among the wild waves and seabirds wild. The wintry winds blew fierce across the foam, but in each other's eyes they looked and smiled. Aloft the lighthouse sent its warning wide, fed by their faithful hands, and ships in sight with joy beheld it, and on land men cried, "Look, clear and steady burns Boon Island light." And while we trimmed the lamp with busy hands, "Shine afar and through the dark, sweet light," they cried. "Bring safely back the sailors from all lands, to waiting love, wife, mother, sister, bride." No tempest shook their calm, though many a storm tore the vexed ocean into furious spray. No chill could find them in their Eden warm, and gently time lapsed onward day by day. Sad day no chill could find them, where's one whose awful footfalls everywhere are known, with echoing sobs which chills the summer sun and turns the happy heart of youth to stone. Inexorable death, a silent guest at every hearth, before whose footsteps flee all joys, who rules the earth and, without rest, roams the vast shuddering spaces of the sea. There found them, turned his face and passed it by, but laid a finger on their lover's lips, and there was silence. When the storm ran high, and tossed in trouble saw the distant ships, nigh who should speak the terrors of the night, the speechless sorrow, the supreme despair. Still like a ghost she trimmed the warning light, dragging her slow weight up the winding stair. With more than oil the saving lamp she fed, while lashed to madness the wild sea she heard. She kept her awful vigil with the dead, and God's sweet pity still she ministered. O sailors, hailing loud the cheerful beam, piercing so far the tumult of the dark, a radiant star of hope, you could not dream what misery their sad cherishing could spark. 3 times the night, too terrible to bear, descended, shrouded in the storm. At last the sun rose clear and still on her despair, and all her striving to the wind she cast, and bowed her head, and let the light die out, for the wide sea lay calm as a dead love. When evening fell from the far land, in doubt vainly to find what faithful star men strove. Sailors and landsmen, look and woman's eyes, for pity ready, search in vain the night, and wandering neighbor unto neighbor cries, "Now what, think you, can ail Boon Island light?" Out from the coast toward a high tower they sailed. They found her watching, silent by her dead, a shadowy woman, who nor wept nor wailed, but answered what we spake till all was said. They bore the dead and living both away, with anguish time seemed powerless to destroy. She turned, and backward gazed across the bay. Lost in the sad sea lay her rose of joy.